fish? No. You know, people who don't fish think that fishing is lazy or boring, but it is the complete opposite. There are 100 little decisions to be made, variables to be considered, and you're never quite sure what made the difference. Did I cast too high, too far to the left? Did I reel it in too slow or too fast? Is the lure too shiny or too dull? Do I stay here or should I go over there? And you know it's not luck, but you do not know by how much. Because I am never disappointed out here, because I don't expect anything, because anything is possible. I can be hopeful out here, even in failure. Because I know if I just go out there around that tree, it might be different. Something might be different. Something I do might make a difference.
Hell yeah! Angler's choice, baby! Johnny Moore's, White River, Ranger, Triton, Nitro. Let's go, baby! Woo!
What the hell is even that?
You're listening to Fishing the DMV with your host, Thomas Ahrens. Fishing the DMV is brought to you by Jake's Bait and Tackle, located in Winchester, Virginia.
If that doesn't get you jacked up, I don't know what will.
Good evening, everybody. How's everybody doing tonight? Sorry that this has been so long overdue. I've been wanting to do a recap of the fishing tournament for a while. A lot's been going on. We have a special video coming out. We have a special video coming out this Friday to kind of like talk about what has been going on behind the scenes here at Fishing the DMV. So that's gonna again come out Friday. How's everyone doing tonight? Please let me know. Give me a mic check right now. How is the audio before we get started with this shindig? Shouldn't be too long at all. Just wanted to kind of make sure everyone got their due with what's going on with this absolutely amazing tournament people are having right now. Let's just see. Cut that right there. Okay, perfect. Good. Okay, Jason says the audio is good. So without further ado, basically tonight, if you guys want to know, this is the show, the spectacle of doing an announcement of where we are with the fishing tournament right now. I will also be posting on Instagram, Facebook, Patreon members, Facebook page only, all over God's earth. I'm going to be posting everything, talking about what is going on with this fishing tournament. I have really cool pictures and graphics and all that crap to talk about this tournament. Also, tomorrow we have a fun little episode coming out as well, which will be this episode will come out tomorrow as well. And then Friday, we have another episode on top of another video that'll be coming out on Friday, just kind of telling you about what's been going on behind the scenes this past week at Fishing the DMV. So all that's going to come out this week. Really good week of content. If you guys have questions, comments, concerns about the tournament, please let me know. Again, this should be short, sweet, and to the point. One question that was put up on the Patreon is, will the How I Want It Nigh be uploaded? Yes, it will be. It is. I have one computer which is used right now, and I have to render that bad mamma jamba. That will be up tonight on Patreon. So the How I Want It Nigh will be up on Patreon here this evening. I have the Bass Cast with Brian, which is a good segue because once I'm done with the Bass Cast with Brian, I'll be able to upload that to Patreon, which is good because he's also the sponsor of this fishing tournament, the Spring Bass Bash. So if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, please let me know. Without further ado, we're going to kind of get into it. That's what this tonight's about, is to answer your questions and to kind of just promote how everyone has been doing in this tournament. So I also got very creative, and I spent a lot of time making a neat little spreadsheet to try to hype everybody up. Let's go right here. Okay, cool. So just to begin with here, all right, we're going to start with the largemouth standings. And I got some cool ass. Do I have some cool sound effects here? Let's see. That works good. All right, what's this one? No, we don't want that one. All right, cool. That's going to be the good sound effect that we're going to use for tonight. So, largemouth standings. We're going to start in 10th place. We have Dave Thompson with 129 inches. Now, if you guys think there's some kind of discrepancy with what I'm doing right now, please let me know and I can talk to you about it. I'm pretty sure I have this correct, but you know, math is not always my strong suit. So here we go. I see our Michigan fish submittable. Yes, you can submit a fish in Michigan. Here's the issue with this. It depends if it's a smallmouth. I can't make a specific big fish smallmouth division for all 50 states. I just can't. So right now, the smallmouth big fish prizes right now are Maryland, Pennsylvania, and Virginia. We do have some clients from North Carolina. We do have some clients from all over. We might expand more states out as we get more Patreon supporters. And then I can have a West Virginia. I can have a North Carolina. I can have a couple more divisions and silo it that way. Next tournament, we are going to have an overall winner. That way, if you have the overall biggest smallmouth or largemouth, but it's in Nebraska or Mexico or what have you, I can count that as well as long as public water. Long story short, yes, you can submit your fish. If it's green fish, it doesn't matter. If it's a smallmouth, you could still win biggest smallmouth bag or whatever, but I can't count your big fish, so to speak. Derek, I don't know if that helped or not, but anyway. Jay says, we need WVU. I 100% agree. We need WVU. I just need more people that are going to fish West Virginia. Because if I have two people fishing West Virginia, I don't know if I can give them $700 for the prizes unless I really jack up their entry fee. Now, granted, you could, also not be from West Virginia and fish West Virginia, but you kind of get my point. Need a couple of people there just to verify that would be worth kind of doing as well. But anyway, getting back to this, what we're doing here. In 10th place for the largemouth division, we have Dave Thompson with 129 inches. Do I have a drum roll? No. In 9th place, we have Bruce with 129.75. This might get annoying this whole time. In 8th place, we have Jason Church. Jason has 133.5 inches. Absolutely is killing it with the largemouth. In 7th place, we have Dustin. Dustin has 133.75 inches, just edging out Jason. In 6th place, we have another Jason Niche with 144.5. In 5th place, we have Jamie McLean with 150.50 inches of the greenfish. In 4th place, with 151.5 inches, we have Josh Reese. I'm even getting tired of these sound effects, honestly. In 3rd place, we have Larry Gray with 155 inches of green largemouth. And in 2nd place, we have Pete Pete Whitaker with 155.50 inches to Larry's 155. It's getting really tight up at the leaderboard. And then for 1st place right now in the largemouth division, we have Stephen Beck. Steven has 166.75 inches right now. And then, as you guys know, this tournament goes all the way through June through Father's Day. So we got plenty of time there. But that gets us to our next division. All right. Our next division is the smallmouth division. I don't know why that doesn't say smallmouth. Hold on one second. Smallmouth division. I was so close to doing this all correct. So close. In the smallmouth division. In 10th place, we have Chip Hopkins with 54.75 inches. In 9th place, we have David Colette with 73.25 inches. I'm done with the sound effects. They're getting annoying to me too. In 8th place, we have Scott Miller with 116.25 inches. In 7th place, we have Jose Serrano with 129.50 inches. He won a Big Fish Award at the last one, which was the Frostbite Frenzy. Good job, boss. And then in sixth place, we have Nathan Fee with 133.25 inches of smallmouth bass. That is absolutely insane. In sixth place, we have the man, the myth, the legend, Andy Bowman with 134 inches of smallmouth bass. That's pretty insane right there. And getting us into the top four, we have the legend of the Upper Potomac. He is a myth, the whisper on the wind, Cliff Bennett with 140.5 inches of the brown footballs. He is killing it on the Upper Potomac River. I feel like we're going to see him again. And in third place, we have, there we go. We got, I am so sorry already. So Jared Caleri with 148.75. My God. That is an insane amount of smallmouth with 148.75 inches. I cannot wait to see what happens at second place. In second place for the smallmouth division as of now, we have Aaron Ball. Aaron had 153.50 inches, absolutely killing it, making sure that I didn't have any good. Yeah, make sure I didn't mess up with the old numbers there at all. Dude, absolutely killed it. Had to drive to almost Canada to catch it, but God bless him, he did. 153.50 inches of smallmouth, absolutely insane bag. And we're going here with no shock. We're going up north to Pennsylvania to the Susquehanna River. The guy in first place in the smallmouth division, Jacob Hausman, with 160.25 inches of smallmouth right now. Absolutely amazing bag. Again, guys, we have plenty of time in this tournament, but let's get to some fun pictures here. Okay, let's get to the Big Fish Awards, and we're starting out with the largemouth division. It was really hard because I have a problem with spending money on you guys, and I just go full Mr. Beast, and it was hard to kind of cut down, like, okay, which ones are going to be the top largemouth here? We did implement a new rule, and if you guys think it's a shitty rule, and you guys complain enough, I'll switch it around. But only one Big Fish Award to every person for the green fish, because I know Hunter kind of showed up into town and caught 58 pounds of largemouth, and it's like, well, crap. His fish are quite literally bigger than everyone else's. And so that was an issue. So I was like, all right, from now on, biggest fish for the top people. That way we can kind of spread out the love a little bit more, make it a little bit more competitive and interesting. So the first Big Fish Award, my God, Steve, my God, this thing is huge. This largemouth, 23.25 inches. That thing looks like a land whale or a grass carp that you just Sharpied green. That thing is immense. Massive, massive fish. Our next Big Fish Award right here, Jason Church. This is a massive water whale right here. Again, I don't know why I wrote water whale. No idea why I wrote water whale. When I said it, I thought it was cool, but then I realized all whales are in the water, you retard. No idea why I said that, but we're going to keep with water whale because it starts with 2 W's. This fish does not look real. I don't know if Jason has tiny hands. He doesn't. I know him in person. That thing is a thick boy right there. 22.50 inches. My God, look at that green watermelon. All right, we got a couple more here. For another one in the old largemouth division, Larry Gray. This largemouth, 22.25 inches. Wow. Absolutely, that is a massive fish there. We got some big largemouth actually dropped into this. And then a late entry, I really, because this fish was so big, it's hard. This is what's weird. It's like, okay, this one should win a prize. I should have enough money to have this extra slot for the largemouth. But here we go, Josh Reese. Josh Reese just killed it with a largemouth here. That's 22.25 inches. I'm pretty sure this little water whale he caught at the stop number 3 MVKBA event that we just had, Battle of 5 Lakes #1. This is an absolute beast of a fish right here. Beautiful fish. This gets us to our smallmouth awards, here. Okay, so again, how we do this, I'm giving away smallmouth because the river system smallmouth are so unique to different states. I decided to separate it to Pennsylvania, Maryland, and Virginia. It's not the state that you're from, it's the state that you caught it in. So if you live in Maryland, you drive to the New River and catch one, that counts as Virginia. If you live in Virginia, you drive to Susquehanna, that counts as Pennsylvania. That's how we're doing it for right now until we make a little bit more money and I can give away more spots. So drum roll with the first Big Fish Award. for the smallmouth division, we have Cliff Bennett. Cliff drops the hammer on a 21.25-inch brown football. Absolutely, that thing looks like a dinosaur. That is the Maryland Special from the myth of the Monocacy, the myth of the Upper Potomac, Cliff Bennett himself. We're going to be moving on to our next state right here. Drum roll, please, for Jacob Hausman with this massive 20.50-inch smallmouth from the old Susquehanna Basin area, Julietta, Susquehanna area. Massive fish for Pennsylvania, as always. They put out some big ones there. It's so crazy looking at the difference of the colors too. This is one thing when you have to judge as many fish. Looking at the difference in the color pattern is just so cool. So anyway, now we're going to our Virginia fish here, guys. Drum roll, please. Here it is. We have Rodney Williams. Rodney with a 19.75-inch brown football. That is a beautiful. I love the beautiful color pattern, much darker than the Susquehanna fish. Again, 19.75 inches. Congratulations to Rodney Williams. Those are your 3 Big Fish Smallmouth Award winners if the tournament ended today. And the tournament is still going on. But we got some side pots to get to, boys. We got the side pots. All right. We're going to start with the snakehead, crappie, sunfish, / bluegill. Then we're going to finish up with the old rock bass. So without a moment ado, the snakehead one, it might be wrapped up. This guy, he is a gunslinger. He rolls into town and just takes people's money when it comes to snakeheads. Here it is, Lee Wells with a 33-inch dragon. There's no other way to say that, but this thing is a freaking dragon. My God, I don't know if this thing can be beat. This thing is absolutely immense. And I'm pretty sure it's a couple inches away from a citation. I think a citation is a state record is like 40 inches, right? Or is it 39? Help me out in the comment section down below because I don't want to Google it right now because I'm going to roll with this. But let's get to our next contestant. We're going with crappie. Crappie is a little bit of an interesting one here. So when we talk about that in a minute here with our crappie winner right here, 14.25 inches. We have Larry Gray. Larry has an absolutely beautiful crappie here. So this is what we're going to do. Here's the problem. Jamie dropped a crappie that looks like Godzilla. You saw it on my Facebook page. And here's the problem. It is the biggest crappie entered in the tournament. However, he didn't follow all the protocol correctly. He wasn't trying to cheat or anything like that. It's not that. But, he didn't follow protocol. So in good consciousness, it's a weird thing for me because clearly if the tournament ended today, it was literally the biggest crappie submitted, but it didn't follow all the protocol. So Larry's would be. So if the tournament ends the way it is and Larry's is the biggest official crappie, I'm going to give Jamie a secondary prize because it clearly is. It's an absolute giant beast of a crappie. If a crappie is submitted that's bigger than that, it's no issue, but just that's kind of what we're doing here. So I'll split some prize money. Larry gets his prize money. I'm going to add a little bit extra prize money to the pot to make sure Jamie gets some dubs because it's just such a big fish. It's like, holy crap. It's worth it. It's on Facebook. Go check it out. But that's the crappie situation right now. Larry Gray is the quote unquote crappie winner. And then I'll also give a nice little prize to Jamie if it ends the way it does right now. All right. And then our next award, here we go. We're going with Sunfish and the Bluegill. We have an 8-inch behemoth by Tyler Simmons. Now, as you guys know, there's a mouth thing. I really, really, really try not to be are we over 10 minutes in? We are. Okay, cool. I can say Nazi and YouTube won't ding me. Fun fact, you can't cuss and say certain words within 10 to 15 minutes of a live stream or it'll automatically get taken down. Not always, but a lot of times. So anyway, I don't try to be a Nazi with the mouth. I try to be very patient and lenient with that. But because the mouth is open, technically you're supposed to dock to the next lowest one, which would be 8 inches, correct? Okay. So why did this fish take it? Because there's another 8-inch fish cemented. This is how I broke it down judging wise. This fish, even with the penalty, is 8 inches. All the other fish are 8 inches on the dot without a penalty. So clearly this fish is bigger. Does that make sense? So it's bigger than 8 inches, but with the penalty, it brings it down to 8. Well, there's 2 or 3 fish that are 8 inches long. Therefore, I just used the kind of deduction of, hey, this one is the tiebreaker because it's still bigger even with the penalty. It is still bigger. that's just kind of how I did it. If it's a problem, let me know. So with that said, I think this bluegill thing / sunfish is going to get broken again. 100% that's going to happen. There's no way an 8-incher 8.25 is going to be the biggest bluegill. So now we're going to move on to our last segment, our last one. We're going to go with the rock bass. Now, the rock bass is near and dear to my heart. I grew up catching these things as a kid. I loved wading creeks. I still wade creeks. I'll wade creeks until I'll probably drop dead and drown in a creek, honestly, because I just love wading them. It's so much fun. It's peaceful. It's very zen, and I enjoy it. And I love catching rock bass. But the problem is, as I've gotten older, they're really hard to find. And so it's a weird thing in my heart that I like to do these side pots for rock bass because I like to see people catch them. And it's also scary because like a lot of people don't catch them or try for it. I don't know if it's like it's hard to catch them or people don't try for the side pot of them. So there's not a lot of rock bass that are caught in these events, whether it's this one or I think it was the Halloween bash was the last one that we did with them. But here we go. Drum roll, please. On the biggest rock bass of this tournament so far, we have an 11-inch rock bass by Tyler Simmons. Tyler absolutely killing it here with this beautiful rock bass. This is a pretty big one, honestly. Absolutely lovely fish. And again, guys, all these fish, $100. Tyler could possibly win $100 for a stupid rock bass. Tyler could also win $100 for a bluegill. Who knows? And we got Jason Turner here. Jason says, I'll take you where there are some big ones. Well, dude, enter the tournament and win $100 for a rock bass. That'll be pretty cool. But so Tyler Simmons, right now, the tournament ended today. Whoops, I'll move that over there. The tournament ended today. Tyler wins with an 11-inch rock bass. Absolutely cool fish. So the tournament goes until June 15th at midnight. June 15th at midnight is when this tournament ends. I'll be ordering the trophies here in the next couple of days. And then we'll be kind of going from there with like, we'll doing how we do it, whether we're going to do an award ceremony in person or not. That's how we're going to do it. Let's see. Joshua says, how do I enter the tournament and when does it end? Okay, well, I'll go with that. So, Josh, it ends June 15th. You have to be a Patreon club member. I do 5 tournaments a year. 5 tournaments a year. We're going to do a summer one. We're going to do a Halloween bash, which is all of October. Our Christmas bash, which is like our one of our bigger deals, which will be from Black Friday through this year coming up. It'll be through New Year's Day. That way, we're going to have bonus prizes for people that catch their first bass on New Year's Day. I thought that'd be kind of cutesy, so we're going to do that. And then our Frostbite Frenzy, which this past year, Frostbite Frenzy was legit. I had to extend it till the end of March because half of our area was frozen solid from January until March. So it'll probably be shorter next year and be a true Frostbite Frenzy as long as we don't have negative 30-degree weather. And then we have this spring event. So 5 events right now because all these tournaments, I can guarantee over $2,000 in prizes out of my bank account. And so because I'm back in the tournaments, we're just going to do 5 right now because I know I can financially do that. Josh, I have no idea. I just information dumped on you, so I apologize, but hopefully that answers it. Yeah, become a Patreon club member, and then from there you can sign up for these tournaments as well. The summer one's going to be fun. And then, of course, later on in June, I'm going to be talking more about the Master Angler program. I've been wanting to do something like that. And we're going to be doing a Master Angler program that's going to go along with the summer tournament. So if you can catch certain fish that are a certain size, I'll try to get you a plaque for being considered a Master Angler. I just got to figure out what fish have to be caught to do that as well. Smallmouth, largemouth, rock bass, walleye, maybe snakehead, something like that. I know a lot of the people that listen to this are bass anglers. Shocking, right? So I don't think you guys want catfish on there. If you want catfish, let me know. Otherwise, it'll probably be like, yeah, rock bass, largemouth, smallmouth, I don't know, bluegill, snakehead. I want 5 species that you have to catch this summer. And then we'll kind of call that a Master Angler award. That's my vibe, but I can go different places with that. So please let me know. Do you guys have any questions before we end this evening? Again, I'm going to post all over God's earth tonight that the leaders, my apologies, for the largemouth, smallmouth division, and also the side pot fish and the big fish. I'm going to do all that. It's going to get information dumped tonight, so you have that available. The special live stream I did breaking down my win at Nye, that will be uploaded to Patreon here in an hour or two, or once I get done with Brian's bass cast. Again, go check out the bass cast. Brian really stepped up to help us with the prizes. He helped pay for the plaques, which was a big thing. Because he helped pay for the plaques, it gave me more money to throw at you guys when it came to payouts. Again, $400 to the winner for first place in the largemouth division, first place for the smallmouth division, and $100 for every big fish winner, and a plaque. So you will be able to brag to your friends that you won $100 and a plaque for the biggest bluegill, because I'm insane and I think it's funny. And $100 for the biggest rock bass, and you get a plaque too that says that you caught a big ass rock bass, and you get to brag to people. Because I'm crazy. And walleye are going to be on the menu for the summer one. I'm going to put walleye as a side pot fish. I have no idea, because of how the call system on Tourney X works, and it's probably my fault, I don't know how to make it work, how I call that out to count the bass. And I'll figure all that crap out. I have time. But walleye will be on the board for the summer tournament. So that's going to be a lot of fun as well. If you guys, let me know if you have any questions here. Going once, going twice, going 3 times on the questions before we end this little live stream of the Spring Bass Bash presented by the Bass Cast. Thanks again to all of my Patreon members. You guys literally keep the lights on, and you kind of literally pay the mortgage right now. So if it wasn't for you guys, nothing would be possible that I'm doing, not at the level that I'm doing it at. But yeah, please, give yourselves a pat on the back for everything that you do. If you have any questions, please message me. I'll post all this stuff over to Patreon and Facebook. And yes, there'll be a podcast episode tomorrow morning as well. So I will see you guys next time on Fishing the DMV. Bye.
You're listening to Fishing the DMV with your host, Thomas Ahrens. Fishing the DMV is brought to you by Jake's